All right, we're checking in on the top business story of the day, also one of our top news stories. The historic moment in Canada when the Senate passed the bill to legalize marijuana. Jameson, Berkow joining us from B&M Bloomberg. So many issues to follow with this story, a bit of a short deadline in order to get things into play. But what were you looking for at B&M Bloomberg about this decision?
Whether or not certain amendments that, because, there was this big back and forth between the Senate and the House about, well, these tweaks need to stay, these should go. And there was even a concern that maybe the Senate would take a historically extraordinarily rare step of sending it back to the House again because of those about Baker's dozen of amendments that got shot down by the government. The biggest one that we're looking at B&M Bloomberg, Anne-Marie, is the one that addresses transparency, this idea that if you're a licensed producer in Canada, whether you're a public company or not, that you would have to disclose who your major shareholders are, who your corporate officers and directors are, all with a goal of trying to eradicate the possibility of those who control the black market now, those nefarious actors, organized crime and what have you, won't find some way through tax havens or various other shell companies or various other options to really just elicit control over the legalized market through a few different nooks and crannies. So that will now, according to the conservative senator that wanted to put that amendment in place, be a very real risk. So we're going to try and assess and quantify just how significant that risk really is, and of course, how major we're going to see pot stocks jump today, because I think it's a fair assumption that we will see them, not to use a tired pun, in the green for a good chunk of the day.
I was waiting for one of them. Jameson,
someone
thank you
had to, right? Why not me?
All right, you're going to be following this story and all the angles coming from it on B&M Bloomberg today.